Is Twitter going to fail? That's one of the questions lots of people are asking. Twitter is one of the largest social media companies in the world, and it's been under intense scrutiny over the last few months. We've seen a lawsuit with Elon Musk, the world's richest man, and we've also seen people come out of the woodwork to talk about censorship and where Twitter aligns in the free speech conversation. But that's not the only thing that we should be paying attention to. There is a massive bot problem on the platform as well. Just yesterday, David Sachs, famed entrepreneur and investor, had this tweet. He said that he just reported a spam account impersonating a friend. The fake account uses the same name, same profile photo, same cover image, and a username that's off by just one letter. Why can't Twitter detect this with basic machine learning? And are they even trying? This then led me to go check. And I said the last time the CEO of Twitter tweeted, that was on July 3rd. So maybe they just don't know about the bots. But all jokes aside, I then had someone go and search my username. What would show up in the search results? Well, when you do that, you can see that none of the real accounts, none of these are me, but the bots, they're running wild. But Twitter doesn't just have a bot problem. They also have a censorship problem, and you can see many of the power users are starting to turn against them. Jordan Peterson, just yesterday, released a video, a message directly to the CEO of Twitter. Here's some of the things that Jordan had to say.
It is, therefore, by no means clear that you or those who help you run your benighted and blighted direct democracy, mob rule, psychopath-dominated communication platform have the moral standing to render the kind of arbitrary and careless judgment on the behavior of others you deem inappropriate, who also, just by coincidence, don't happen to share your progressive political views. I would also, in closing, like to reiterate my irritation at the facts that, 1, I was banned from your platform without anything other than a generic and self-serving low-resolution explanation. 2, that my appeal of that ban was ignored. 3, that your company's reasons for banning and manipulating or regulating the behavior of your users are utterly opaque, ineffectual, and self-contradictory. 4, that your own security personnel and potential investors or even purchasers of your company have been properly scared off by the chaos that reigns under your authority. 5, that you take to yourself the moral propriety necessary to continue censoring a former president of the United States, even as a critical election approaches, without knowing at all whether or not you are making even the situation under him that you object to worse instead of better. 6, that your careless, censorious behavior and enabling of the anonymous Machiavellian narcissists and psychopaths who inhabit the Twitter troll underworld is warping and dementing the entire domain of public discourse. People who live in glass houses, Mr. Agrawal. And you might ask yourself, by the way, who cast the first stone?
Now, the reason why this is so important is that Twitter is an awesome platform. I love Twitter. I hang out and have met so many people on that platform. But that doesn't mean that they get a pass. They should have to continue to innovate, improve the product for users. They should not censor people. They should not ban people unless they're actually trying to incite violence. And on top of it all, why are they trying to fight somebody who doesn't want to buy them? Those are all big questions, and I don't have the answers. But I do know that social media is a powerful tool when used correctly. But social media can also tear apart the fabric of society when it is abused. And right now, Twitter appears to be at a fork in the road. Which path do they want to go down? Do we want to live in a world filled with spam and bots and censorship? Or do we want to live in a world where people are allowed to meet on the internet and have open dialogue, talk about the things they find important, and do so without worrying about being absolutely berated and attacked by fake accounts in the comments? There's a lot of questions that Twitter needs to answer. I've got deep belief that Twitter can figure it out. It's been an amazing product for me personally and many people I know. My hope for Twitter is that they can improve the product, get rid of the bots, stop censoring, and allow all of the users, hundreds of millions of them, to continue to have an open dialogue on the internet. The world would be a better place, and I think a lot of people would learn much more. They could use the product without so many disruptions.